Hello, in today's video I'm going to show you how to play a vinyl record on your Sony LX5BT. First, since I'm using a Bluetooth speaker, I will pair it, but if you have a wired connection, of course it's already wired, so just make sure that either your amplifier or your active speaker is enabled, plugged into power, as well as your turntable, which has a button on the back of it. When it's pressed in, it's on. When it's not pressed in, it's off, so I'm gonna press it in. Now it's on. Let's open the cover. You can see I already have a record placed. Make sure to handle your records with care, so only touch the edges, not the grooves, and put it on. This is side A. You can see there's also side B, and they are typically described on the cover. You can see it has all the list of all the tracks on side A and side B. Now it's time to turn on the speaker, as I said, because I will need to put it in Bluetooth. So I will enable Bluetooth right here. Now the speaker is being enabled. Bluetooth. It is making weird sounds, I know. Now, since both devices are now in pairing mode, I believe, yeah, they are, they will connect to each other automatically as long as connected. For the moment of pairing, this is the closest Bluetooth device to the turntable. So to pair them with Bluetooth, they just need to be as close as possible and both in pairing. Okay, now we can play our vinyl record. Make sure that if you're using it for the first time, you have removed the cover for the cartridge. You just slide it off. Like so. I'll try to show you that. You can see it will be something like that. You slide it off. Then make sure that this lock is now open. Make sure to select the correct size. 12 inches for a standard LP and 7 inches for a smaller single record. Single records are visibly smaller than the platter, and they often have a bigger hole. Since they have a bigger hole, you should use an adapter. There is an adapter included in the box. I'll show you that. As you can see, this is the adapter. It is perfect for the bigger holes of 7-inch records. And you turn this knob to set it to 7-inch. But since I have a 12-inch one, I will use it like that. Now you have the speed selection. And this is not just your preference speed. It's never the preference speed. You never do preference on speeds. It's 33. It's always written on the, I think always, most of the time. It is written on the disc. You can see it shows 33, not 45. But you can also know that LPs, the big records, this size is typically just 33, and the smaller size, the 7 inches, are 45 RPM because that comes with better quality, and of course 48, like a single track on 48 speed takes more space, so it can fit, a single song can fit on a 7-inch disc, but a whole album wouldn't fit on 12-inch disc if it was 45. So that's why there's this difference. So since I'm using a 12-inch disc, I'm setting size to 12 and speed to 33. And in singles, it would be 45 speed and size 7. But it's always worth checking. And also, you may hear it that like something's off when it's too quiet. Now you can make sure to open the lock and click on start. As you can see, it starts spinning. The stylus turns itself up. It will adjust itself to the beginning of the disc. Of course, if you have it set to 7 inches, it will adjust itself like somewhere closer to the center to make it actually the center. The beginning of the 7-inch disc. Now you can hear that it starts playing, and that is basically it. as long as your setup is done correctly. By the way, there is a video about it on the channel. You can simply just start playing like so. Now, there's a few more things to add to that. You can stop whenever you want by clicking on stop. You will notice the stylus goes back to its previous position. Then it turns down and the vinyl stops. You can also click on up down. Now, when you move it, it will automatically start spinning, but but you can manually select what kind of track you want to play. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. You can see, I'll stop it for now. You can see when you adjust it to the neutral position, it stops spinning and you can just set it down. Now I'll show you, you can see on the vinyl record, there are those like more visible lines sometimes, and those are next tracks because there's a little space between tracks. So let's turn it up now. Let's select, let's say, I'll do the last track. It will be somewhere around here, I believe. Now let's turn it down. Yeah, I think it hit the end of the one before the last track, and now it should go to the last track. Yeah, so that's how it works. And now when it finishes the last track, when it finishes the last track, when it goes to the end of the last track, then it will stop itself automatically and revert itself to the neutral position. As you will notice, now the track is finishing. The arm will move a little more quickly towards the center. That's how the grooves are made on the disc. And now when it reaches the last groove, it just goes back and shuts itself off. So that is really, really nice. And that is basically all you need to know about this device. It is really simple to use, as you can notice. And yeah, I hope that this video was helpful. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.